Hey everybody, Sean from Movie Assault here, and this is going to be sort of a weird video. This is just going to be sort of off the top of my head. I just had a few minutes to sit down and do a video. I kind of wanted to do a review, but not really a review of Furiosa. I also sat down and watched Mad Max Fury Road last week and kind of had a rethink of my initial thoughts on that movie. So I kind of wanted to do a video that sort of sums up both of those, my thoughts on both of those films, sort of retroactively on Mad Max Fury Road and on Furiosa. Um, so I'll start with my thoughts on Mad Max Fury Road, which I just recently watched on 4K here at home. And when I initially watched it, I went to the theater to see it back when it came out in 2015, and I liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was action-packed, but I didn't buy into, this is one of the greatest action movies of all time. I don't know why I didn't enjoy it as much as I probably should have. I don't know. I liked it, but it didn't hit me the way it did when I watched it last Friday. Last Friday, I was blown away. I don't know if it was because I was in a different mood or what, but it has now replaced Terminator 2 as my favorite action film of all time. It is amazing. It is essentially one long chase scene. There's not really much of a story to it. Mad Max, although he is in the film, he is not the central character. Furiosa, played by Charlize Theron, is the central character in the film. And I don't know. The Mad Max universe, the first three films with Mel Gibson, uh, Mad Max, The Road Warrior, and Beyond Thunderdome, were always favorites of mine, but they weren't movies that I always went back to and would rewatch because they were fun, but they weren't like this one. This is a movie I'm going to go back to time and time again. The villain, Immortan Joe, is awesome. The whole world that George Miller has created is amazing. One thing that I have always enjoyed about George Miller's Wasteland films is that he's always found ways to incorporate old, from the past technology into the wasteland in creative ways. And in Fury Road, there's a lot of examples of that. So I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was fantastic, and I was pumped to see Furiosa. So I went to see Furiosa on Monday, Memorial Day, and it's a completely different type of film. It is not a nonstop action film. It has a story. It is broken up into 5 chapters. Charlize Theron, of course, is not playing Furiosa. She's played by Anna Taylor-Joy. The film is a lot more slower paced. When I went to the concession stand, the guy told me, he goes, "Oh, it starts off really slow, but stick with it. It gets better towards the end." And so that made me worry, like, geez, is it gonna really drag? And it didn't. It's just more start, stop, start, stop, start, stop as far as the action goes. And you see Furiosa as a young kid and sort of how she's taken from her home and how she works her way into the world of Dementis, played by Chris Hemsworth, and how she gets out of that and how she gets into Immortan Joe's world and how she makes a name for herself there. And it's really interesting, but it's really good. And there is some of the same type of action that is in Fury Road. It's just not as much of it. But it's if you like the world of Fury Road and you want to know a little bit more about it and see how it has come to be, Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, which I don't know why it's called a Mad Max saga. It takes place in that universe, but it's a Furiosa movie. It's just a really good movie, and I liked it as much as Fury Road for the action parts. I didn't like it quite as much as a movie as Fury Road, but it's still excellent. I gave I gave Fury Road a 10 out of 10 easily after rewatching it, and I give Furiosa a 9 out of 10 after watching it the first time. excellent movie. I will definitely be buying it on 4K. Loved it. Uh, it's definitely interesting, though. I think the other Mad Max films, the ones with Mel Gibson, I don't think you necessarily needed to watch the ones that came before. They were usually more standalone type films. Even Fury Road, if you didn't see any of the ones before, it didn't matter. This is the first of the Mad Max universe type films that you really need to see Fury Road to understand what's going on or to get a really good appreciation of what's going on. So I definitely recommend seeing Fury Road before seeing Furiosa. Um, that's the only really recommendation I can make for watching Furiosa. So there's all sorts of theories about why Furiosa isn't doing that well at the box office. I don't want to get into too much of that. I think a lot of reasons play into that. One, Memorial Day weekend, there was a lot of severe weather in the United States, so a lot of people were worried about their houses blowing away and didn't really think about, should I wait and see if my house blows away, or should I go see Furiosa or Garfield or If or whatever? I also think that the theatrical model right now is kind of broken because of streaming. People can wait 3, 4 weeks and see a movie at their house. The Fall Guy proved that. Okay, it flopped at the theaters. It's available for streaming now. You can pay whatever, $14 to watch The Fall Guy from home now on a home theater system that rivals what you can get at a theater. And you can pause the movie. There's a lot of reasons people would rather stay home and watch a movie. Pausing to go to the bathroom being number one in a lot of people's eyes, or, being able to pause the movie for whatever reason, or just being able to not have to deal with people or expensive concessions. Getting people back into the theaters isn't necessarily a fault of the content. It's just the atmosphere of the movies is expensive, and it's annoying for some people. People have lost the ability to behave themselves in a movie theater. The social aspect of movies has changed. So I don't know. I don't know what it'll take to fix it, but I don't think the problem is the content so much. Some of it is, superhero fatigue and all of that, but I don't think people are sick or don't want to see movies like Furiosa. I just think people are tired of spending a lot of money for a subpar experience when they can wait 4 weeks and see the movie at home and enjoy themselves for quite a bit less money and no worries. So I don't know. How do you fix that? That's beyond the scope of this video. So anyway, Furiosa, is it worth seeing in the theater? Yes. Is it worth waiting to see at home? Yes. Is it worth buying? Excuse me. Is it worth buying on 4K at home? Absolutely. Go see Furiosa. Wait and see Furiosa. Whatever you plan to do, but see Furiosa. But make sure you see Fury Road first. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on Mad Max Fury Road and Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your attention span. And as always, if you've subscribed recently or haven't yet, I thank you for doing so if you do. Take it easy. See ya.